it's gonna be on Werewolf Earthblood. It just launched right now, like 4 minutes ago. So I'm definitely gonna be covering it along with Neo 1 and 2 Collection and Little Nightmares 3. That's probably gonna be the next streams for until about April or so, unless I add Returnal to the mix, but that's all the way in like the middle of March, so otherwise we're gonna be doing this game, Werewolf Blood Earth, Neo 1 and 2 Collection, and Little Nightmares 2. Let's go ahead and start this game. So I saw some gameplay on it, and I looked like for stealth you want to use his wolf form for takedowns, like stealth kills and stuff. You want to use his human form and to interact with things, and then his werewolf form is mostly used for fighting. So each one has like its advantages. This is the opening of the game. Okay. Werewolf Apocalypse Earthblood. See bonuses. I think we got a special fur coat. Yeah. We got the exiled one. Which honestly looks better, because it's black and white instead of brown. I'm surprised it doesn't change his clothing. Oh, I guess he has his own separate customization. What's a spirit companion? Vescliff. Our own glyph. We'll put a deer glyph on him. They got like metal music or what? Inverted x-axis, no. Gotta have all that off. Objective labels, I don't really know what that is. Tutorial should be on, subtitles on, language English. Graphics should be good, sound good, controls. Okay, let's go ahead and start. I'm not too sure what the story is going to be about. I just saw him fighting like military people. For players willing to focus on the story, for players looking for a balanced experience, for players looking for a demanding challenge. Obviously normal. Tarker's Mill vicinity. The pack of Tarker's Mill is set on driving the Endron Corporation out of their territory. After several weeks of preparation, they finally have a plan. So maybe this... Oh. What's up? Hi, Beebs. Hi, Beebs. What?
The Weaver. And the Worm. 3 primal forces from which the world, Gaia, springs. The wild is creation, formless and abundant. The Weaver shapes, making order out of chaos. The Worm,
Guessing
whose
that
purpose was to
Al
destroy
Beebs.
the old,
Al
to make
Beebs.
room for the
But
new.
you can call me Luna. Oh, alright, Luna.
Now, a force of corruption, feeding on greed, malice, and hate.
Guessing this is giving us
It
backstory to the
ravages
game.
Gaia. Through its unwitting accomplices, mankind, the balance between those 3 forces is long gone now. Insidiously, the worm gains more and more ground every day.
So I'm guessing Worm is human.
Vitalized by the damage humans have brought to the earth. We, the werewolves, remain, born of man, beast, and spirit. We are the
There's like a lot of
vindication
metal music in it.
Gaia and the wild.
Alright, so I'm guessing that was like their pack leader, the old lady. So it looks like their whole goal is to like drive out the humans because the humans are destroying nature.
Alright. They should be ready now.
And this man's part of the pack. At least that's what I gathered from that
Best
little
way to
intro
get in
scene.
and out of the
It
region
didn't
is to
really
attack their bottom line. We
explain
have a plan
too
to
much.
convince them there's no profit to be had here. Ludmilla, if you please.
I've recently gained access to the system that controls all the on-site oil pumps. That's our target. We tamper with the pumps and send dummy data to the system to make them think their oil field has run dry.
Will that really be enough?
According to the internal files I got my hands on, they treat unprofitable sites like gangrenous limbs. They'll give this one the chop right away.
Okay. The plan is good. It seems easy. Let's just say it's good.
So, how do we go about this, Rotko? Who does what?
Ludmilla knows the location, so she will take point. She'll infiltrate the site and connect Ava to their network, giving her access to their system.
Once I'm hooked up, I'll only need a few minutes.
But if something goes wrong, my wife ends up on her own in enemy territory. I don't like it.
Who's
I'm
his
going to be
wife?
fine, Carl.
Her?
We've been preparing this for weeks. We've calculated the risks.
And if there's any sign of trouble, you and I go in and retrieve her. But I'd rather we stay covert. Ludmilla will have the easiest time on her own.
I'm heading out. I want to be done before daybreak. Take care of Adana while I'm away. I think she's going a little crazy all cooped up in here.
Well, I don't know who that is. I guess it's their daughter. Or it's not their daughter, it's someone worrying about their daughter. Where they're freaked
It's our duty to be here. She needs to learn that it's hers, too.
She's just a teenager, Cahal. We were young once too, remember? Take care of her while I'm out. Love you. See you soon.
Okay. Looks like we started like right in the middle of an operation. Actually, let me move my camera to the left. I feel like this is probably better placement on this side. Let's see.
One of the most destructive companies North America has to offer. Known for their violence and endless greed. If we left them to their own devices, they'd ravage this place till there was nothing left but dust.
Okay, so I'm guessing we're a pack of werewolves.
Not looking forward to packing all this up tomorrow morning.
Some eco-friendly werewolves or something. Not too sure.
I don't like thinking that Ludmilla's on her own, Rodko.
I understand. She's my sister, remember?
He should have sent me to... He should have sent Rafik.
And she's Adana's mother. I should be out there with her.
I gave it a lot of thought. Her chances of success are better if she's alone. It's as simple as that. If things don't go as planned, you can tear through as much Endron scum as you like to get her out. But for now, we stay put. Go. Rest while we wait.
Feels like we started in like the middle of a game. Oh, someone turned into a wolf. Nice.
What do you think, old friend?
That's Rafik.
Yeah, that makes two of us. Not too keen on this plan.
Yeah, so they could all turn to wolves and werewolves. At least that's what I saw in like the little
Ava did an
gameplay
impressive
sneak
job
peek.
installing all this. I'll have to thank her for this later.
Okay, I'm trying to speak to her.
Got everything squared away?
Not a lot to square away. All I'm doing is pressing a button once Ludmilla gets me hooked up. Still got a ways to go before I can do much more than that. If I tried to breach their network, they'd be on us in a second.
She's frustrated. She already did her part.
Says the
She
woman
already
who
did
got her
part.
hands on their files. We'd never have been able to take the fight to Endron like this without you. Besides, you installed all of this on your own. Have faith in your abilities.
That's sweet, Cahal, but I just wish I could do more. But how are you doing? Talk to your daughter yet?
No,
I don't even know
not
we had a daughter.
I'm just heading her way.
Okay. Is that their daughter? She looks old. That does not look like a teenager.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm bored out of my mind.
Milla's
There's nothing to do
updates.
here, and it's wet and miserable.
She's
We're not on vacation, 80. We're here for Gaia, for the cairn, and you're here to learn how we do things.
I know, but couldn't I have learned how we do things back at Tarker's Mill? It's not like you've got me helping out with the mission or anything.
Try connecting with the spirits. Feel their presence around you. The pain Endron's causing them. That connection makes you a Garu.
I'm trying. Believe
That's a
me.
Garu,
but
is like the
just
werewolf
can't.
wolf people.
Don't worry. It's always harder before your first change. And if the change never comes, if you're human, like your mother, that's fine. She may not feel the spirits, but she's the finest infiltrator we have.
Why didn't you go with Mom anyway? She's all alone out there. If something happens to her...
Apparently
I
the
wish I
mom's a
could've.
human, not
But
a
Rodko
werewolf.
wants us to keep a low profile. And there's no one better at that than your mom.
Rodko's a dumbass.
Hey, that's your uncle you're talking about. And the leader of our pack. You know it's his job to make those decisions. Everything will be all right, don't worry. Try to focus on the spirits. We'll be leaving this place soon.
So I guess spirits allow them to become werewolves, and the mom can't interact with the spirits, so she's just a human.
Wake up. We're gonna need you.
Go.
A helicopter just touched down on the site's landing pad. Apparently it's some Endron exec. Their presence is shaking things up.
Tell me
How's my
Ludmilla's
wife?
okay.
She's okay. They've still got no idea she's on site. But their guard patrols have changed, and certain areas are locked down. And that includes the one Ludmilla's in.
So what's the plan now?
They got
Mission
horrible
sunk.
planning, that's what
Go
it
in there,
is.
get her out, and wait for things to quiet down. But to get her off site, the locked-off areas need to be manually unlocked. And Ludmilla's stuck on the wrong side.
Shit.
Fortunately, she has already secured a terminal. She'll guide you to her location over the radio. Go now. Bring her back. There's no time to waste. My sister needs you.
Can we just go
Ludmilla,
up and
I'm on
then
my way.
hold R2 to run as
Stay out of
called?
sight. I'll open any door I have
Wait, they're
access
literally
to
like
with their
right by the
network.
factory?
I've opened all
How
the external ducts.
have they not noticed them? They have torches and lights and stuff. Okay, the lupus. Press circle to shift call into its lupus form. The size and speed of the lupus allows them to sneak in many places without being noticed, but the lupus can't use technology and if seen will cause humans to react. So then I guess the human one's the one that can interact with technology and he could do stealth kills and all that, and the werewolf form's the one that's good at fighting. So let's go ahead and turn to a wolf and infiltrate.
I'm locked in the turbine room in the center of the site. You'll have to get here without being seen. The area you're passing through should be deserted right now, though.
Door's locked. Ava?
There's gotta be a terminal close by. Find it. Oh, and deactivate any cameras you see while you're at it.
Penumbra vision. Press L1 to toggle the penumbra vision. The penumbra vision allows Call to peer into the spirit world, letting him sense things such as threat spirits and their connections. Okay, unlock. Turn camera off. Oh, that's a pretty cool little layout. It's kind of like if you're really turning things on and off. Okay. It's pretty cool how he shifts. Okay.
Guards. Ludmilla, we've got a lot of company.
The arrival of the Endron exec has changed their setup. Tell me where you are.
He's gonna keep going, like right
I'm
where
looking
they
at the
could turn
southern
around and
part
see
of the
him.
outer fence. And a shit ton of guards. There's no way I'll be able to make a move without being seen.
Southern part of the outer fence. Got it. There. That should distract them for a few minutes. But if a guard does see you...
He won't live long enough to raise the alarm. They sold their souls to Endron. They don't get any mercy.
Hell of a time for a malfunction. I'll go check it out.
So Endron's the villains. Or they're like an oil company or something, destroying the earth. Like I said, I think it's like eco-friendly werewolves. They're trying to protect the earth, and these people are destroying it with all their technology and factories and stuff. Takedowns. Takedown is one way of dealing with an alerted guard.
Any idea what could have caused it?
I don't care. I just want it fixed, fast. Some big shot just arrived on site. Folks upstairs want everything to be perfect.
Crossbow. Hold L2 to unsheath the crossbow and press R to shoot. The crossbow is another way to get rid of threats. Bolts are limited and must be refilled. Okay, so in other words, we're probably gonna use that as little as possible. I think when that worm meter at the bottom fills up, we could turn into a werewolf. I don't know if I have to take these people down. I think I was just doing it just because I can. Okay, maybe I should avoid taking people out for no reason. This isn't Assassin's Creed. We can't just go and knock people out like that.
Any idea what could have caused it?
I don't care. Just want it fixed and fast. Some big shot just arrived on site. Folks upstairs want everything to be perfect.
I'm in the refinery.
Perfect. I'm not far now. Nearly at the passageway leading into it.
Oh,
Shit!
cutscene.
Something's following me.
What is it?
I think it's a black spiral dancer.
What?
Please.
Ludmilla, just hold on.
Black spiral dancer.
Rodko.
What is that?
I heard. Who's sneaking around? We fight. Now go. I'll meet you with Rafik.
I'm done fucking around.
Oh, werewolf time. Quick attack, strong attack, jump attacks. Combine quick attack, strong attack, and jump attack to perform combos and raise the Krynos rage or rage multiplier is applied as long as the Krynos is not interrupted.
Dispatch reinforcements right now. Dispatch a backup team.
Press circle to dodge and avoid. keep thinking you attack with the triggers. That would have just made more sense.
Call? I've hacked into their system. Now, stay low. I can see they've got snipers in the next room.
Special moves healing, L2 plus X to partially heal the Krynos. L2 square, dude. And then you could change stances. This one's more on power and defense, and this one's more on speed. Special move leap, L2 square. Combat stance, yeah, there we go. Heavy stance offers resistance and strong attacks. Each stance has its own set of special moves. So we'll use this stance out right here. Silver damage. Silver is the Krynos' weakness. Silver damages will lower the maximum health of the Krynos for the rest of the fight. We definitely don't want silver damage. Guns at me. They got me.
Get away from me!
Did I just stay in Werewolf? So I'm guessing this one's better on like shielded enemies. That was kind of cool. So apparently we could turn to a super powerful werewolf. What is this? They own their own werewolves on their side? What is that? And they have his wife.
Ludmilla!
Call. Tell 80.
Oh, they're gonna just snap her neck right here at the beginning of the game? Oh,
No!
there goes that.
Please, no!
Oh, she's definitely dead. He crushed her neck. werewolf boss fight time. Targeting locking. Okay, can I not use my special? Because I can't use specials or something. I think I have a meter for it. I do have a meter for it. Healing? These change. Press up on the D-pad, Frenzy can be triggered, Fury peaks, and Frenzy the Krynos gets the advantage of each stance, speed, and power. However, in Frenzy and Krynos can't use special moves nor healing. So you have to power both stances in this form. Special move healing. Boom. Oh, he just ripped. Wait, he didn't rip his jaw off? It looked like it.
Cahal! Cahal! No. Ludmilla. It's me, Cahal. Listen to me. Cahal, damn it! No.
Rodko. Oh, wait, that's
Need to
Rodko.
fight the rage.
Is the other guy just like the permanent wolf or something?
Oh, this Rafik! Stop it!
Oh, and he was until he killed Rafik. And he poked this
What
guy
have I done?
down.
Rafik, there's no time to mourn. We need to go.
Okay, so we killed Rafik, and we poked the other guy's eye out, and the director's creepily watching them. Guessing that's them running through the woods. I see it's getting 5 out of 5 from GameStop, 4 out of 10 IGN.
Just reported back to base. Not that there's anything to report.
No kidding.
Though I guess we've got a special guest coming tonight.
Yeah, an Endron rep no less.
It's about 12 hours
Should
long.
be here soon.
You know they're hiring, right? Think you'd ever make the move?
So we should be able to finish this fairly early into the month.
Hey, what the?
Especially because we still have Little Nightmares 2 and what's it called? Neo 1 and 2 collection. So we still got plenty else to play as well. But it's looking like this one's getting pretty mixed reviews because it is like connected to a whole werewolf. What's it called?
All clear, Dusk.
The
We're good
Apocalypse
to go.
series, which I guess is like a comic series. But it's saying that you should be able to play this game without knowledge of that series and like ease your way into
5
it.
years ago, I abandoned the woods of Tarker's Mill. I abandoned my cairn. Endron killed my wife. I gave in to rage.
It's already been 5 years since that scene.
My soul.
Oh, I
I
have
had
no
to
hosers
leave my
here
daughter.
saying goodnight.
It was the hardest decision I ever made.
Apocalypse Earthblood.
And in other news, Andrin is joining the fight against global warming. The energy company today announced that their new biofuel will be hitting the market soon. This revolutionary new formula will be unveiled alongside the opening of their new headquarters in...
So yeah, it just jumped
This
5
exile
years
was my
after
only
they killed
choice.
his wife.
I'd become a danger to my pack.
And he exiled himself
I
because he
often
killed
wonder
the
what's
Rafik
become
as
of
well.
them. Of Rodko. Of Ava. Of 80.
Oh, he abandoned his daughter there too?
This is the closest I've been to Tucker's Mill in 5 years.
It's kind of messed up though. Not his wife died and he just chose to abandon his daughter.
Cahal, we're here. You're up.
But if this is only 12 hours, we should be able to finish it before Little Nightmares 2 comes out next week. And we'll probably do Little
How much
Nightmares
time do we have
2.
before they notice the guards on the
And
outside?
that will just leave us with Neo 1 and 2 collection for the rest
That's our
of this
deadline for
month
getting our
and
hands on the
next month.
explosives and getting out of here.
And then, other than that, maybe the Phoenix Immortal Rising DLC will come out either this month or next week. I mean, this month or next month, so that will leave us that also to stream other than Little Nightmares 2 in this game. But otherwise, Neo 1 and 2 collection's gonna take some time to beat, so even if we beat the other 2 games, well, this one and Little Nightmares, we'll have Neo 1 and 2 to stream until another big game drops.
Let's go through the plan again, just to make sure everything's clear.
You've got to swap the delivery label on the crate of explosives intended for Andrin. You do that, and they'll load us up with smiles on their faces. All you've got to do is open the gate to their delivery bay for me. I'll create a diversion while you're exchanging the labels.
Got it. We'll have to play it tight, though. One hiccup and the plan falls through.
We'll have you sneak around back by their storage facility.
Dusk.
Security should be pretty thin there, especially if you go through the ventilation ducts.
Plan where it did
What do your
that.
clients intend to do with them anyway?
The Weatherstormers? They're planning on blowing up a big Magadon pharmaceutical plant.
Good fucking riddance. I know Magadon's methods. They're the scum of the earth.
And guess what? These explosives were originally headed to Endrin, another megacorp of assholes. Stealing from them is just icing on the cake.
Alright. I'm off.
Hey, before you go, are you sure you're up for this, man? You seem kind of stressed out back in the truck.
He would not
I'm fine.
understand.
Come on, we've got a job to do.
Right. If you need me, I'm just a chirp away. Good luck, brother.
Hopefully this ends up being a good game. Because I mean, the whole like werewolf transformation thing is pretty cool. But so far, the story, there hasn't been like too much going on with the story. And like I said, it's getting mixed reviews, so we'll definitely have to see how this game goes. But it is only 12 hours, so we should be able to beat it by the time Little Nightmares 2 comes out. Go on to Little Nightmares 2, and by the time we finish that, maybe the Immortal Phoenix Rising DLC will be out, depending on when that drops, as well as how long Little Nightmares 2 is. But I did see they said it's going to be way longer than the first game, because the first game you could beat within like 4 hours, the main game and the DLC. Whereas this new one's supposed to be at least like 11 or so hours. And then of course, like I said, we have Neo 1 and 2 collection starting tomorrow, where I'll just be streaming that whenever we have nothing to stream, or just like whenever I feel like streaming it instead of one of these games. So it'll just be like mixed here and there. But other than that, the next game, well, I feel like nothing's really coming out till April, so that just leaves February and March will be Werewolf Earthblood, Little Nightmares 2, and Neo 1 and 2 collection, maybe Phoenix Immortal Rising DLC. Those are like the only games really out. Unless I end up getting Returnal, which that's still not till like the middle of March, so that's still a ways away. But I feel like a majority of the streams are going to be Neo 1 and 2 collection just because that's 2 long games along with 9 DLC packs. And this and Little Nightmares 2 probably are only going to be around 12 hours each. Not sure if Phoenix DLC is coming out or how long that's going to be. So mostly expect Neo 1 and 2. As well as if I do end up streaming something else between these 2 months, it would be Persona 5 Strikers, but I'm not sure yet if I want to stream that or if I want to play it off stream, because it's a game that I plan to put a lot of time into.
I'm inside.
And who knows how long these 3 games are gonna take. So I don't want to like overstock it and have overlapping streams all the time. Like I'd prefer to know I could finish this game in Little Nightmares 2 at least. And of course, Neo Collection is probably gonna last the entire year of streaming it at random.
Toe-to-toe with a group of activists right now. Lambda mankind. If I were you, I'd stay here. Keep your
I guess it definitely depends on if that Phoenix second DLC's drop in this month or not. Because if it's not, then I believe I'll finish this in Little Nightmares 2 soon enough to be able to add in Persona Strikers. Because like I said, of course, Neo 1 and 2's going to be going across the rest of the year. So I'm not expecting to finish that one anytime soon. I just got spotted.
We've got a killer in our midst. Keep your eyes open.
I'm hoping Neo 1 and 2's good. I've heard that it was. Because I would enjoy beating the entire game. As well as, of course, this one I'm hoping is good. And I'm like 100% sure that Little Nightmares is going to be good. Because I really enjoyed the first one. But it's mostly this and Neo 1 and 2 that I'm not too sure of. And of course Persona Strikers is gonna be good. The only reason I might not stream it is because I'm gonna be putting so much time into everything I can in that game. It's a actual like Persona 5 game is pretty fun, and so is Royal. So I'm sure Strikers is gonna be good, especially because it's like a, what's it called? A Dynasty Warriors type of game, and I've played pretty much all of the games like similar to them, which is what the Zelda, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity, Fire Emblem Warriors. I played those and they were all pretty enjoyable. And I did like everything I can to unlock all the characters, collect all the side items and whatnot. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that with Strikers as well. But if I do stream it, it will mostly just be the story parts of it. Like the main story, not all the side objectives and stuff. But like I said, that depends on when we finish this Werewolf Earthblood as well as Little Nightmares 2, and if that Phoenix DLC drops. Because Neo's gonna be starting tomorrow and it's just gonna be whenever I have nothing to stream, or whenever I feel like streaming that instead of one of these. We got plenty to last us until April, if we don't end up doing Returnal. But Returnal I'm not too sure about if it's gonna be good or not. Like there's not much information on it. And that's like the only game dropping in March. That's why I'm not too sure if I'm gonna pick that one up.
They're not running the most attractive operation here.
I mean, they're pumping out weapons for Endrin, not selling timeshares. Looks probably not their priority.
I mean, so far this game seems pretty decent. It's mostly just like stealth, which is pretty cool. I don't think I'm supposed to jump down there.
I made it to the delivery bay.
Good. See that command post next to the gate? You should be able to open things up for me from there.
I mean, if there was any cameras on it, that would be ideal. Looks like they're in that control room. Oh, they're staring at each other. They're looking in each other's eyes. So you can't go that way. These people are just like faced so conveniently to like spot anything. This is one of the first games I've actually seen security where it's not like you could easily just walk past them. Because that's how most games are. They have like crazy security, but they leave so many like open holes in their security system where you could just casually walk through everybody. So that's one good thing about this game, is that they actually make it a bit of a challenge to get around. Like I said, I'm probably not supposed to just go around assassinating, well, not assassinating, but knocking people out. Because it is not Assassin's Creed. So the goal is probably to remain in stealth as much as possible. They're just like conveniently standing there for no reason. But I guess I didn't need them to move because the wolf was pretty fast. I feel like the human form is what I'm gonna end up using the least.
Once I've got their attention, you go find what we came for and slap on
Well, besides to interact with stuff, but like sneaking around and combat wise, it's obviously gonna be the wolf and the werewolf. Because all that man's got is a crossbow with limited ammo.
Pick up on the schedule. Check it again. I gotta be on there. You really think I'd drive all the way out to the ass end of nowhere if I didn't have a pickup?
All right. But I'm gonna have to search that truck. Then we'll see about that pickup.
Knock yourself out, bud.
Is that Dusk? He's the one transporting it. I don't know if I'm supposed to fight them. I doubt it. Pretty sure the goal of the game is to not attract attention. That's definitely gonna attract attention.
According to the intel we received, the crates of explosives should be stored around here. Alright, Dusk. The delivery label's been switched.
Then it's time for us to get the hell out of Dodge.
Wait. I smell something.
Oh.
Give me a minute to check it out.
Of course, there's gonna be threats in penumbra vision. The penumbra vision can be used to detect specific threats such as silver. I'm guessing they're gonna have to have, like, even if you stealth your way through the entire thing, there's a point where you have to use combat regardless. Because they're not gonna want you to play the whole game without using the werewolf. Or at least I assume they're not. Can I destroy the silver so they don't use it on me?
I'll make good use of that.
Keep the silver rounds to one side for the moment. The client hasn't paid the boss yet. Just order that nothing be delivered until the invoice is paid.
I knew I smelled it. Silver. Whoever ordered this intends to kill Garu.
Dusk. They're shipping out silver bullets. You know what that means.
Change plans?
Wait, what is this? The skill tree?
Change of plans. I need to find out who's buying these bullets and why. Buy me some more time.
We already found out who. It was on the letter. Let's get the silver ammunition. I guess the camera placement's gonna be bad no matter where I put it. Hate when they put objectives on like both the left and the right side. Like it really only needs to be on one side of the screen. But I noticed a lot of games are doing that now. We gotta get past all these people. I'm not trying to fight anyone.
So, who's the lady the boss is meeting with upstairs?
She's from Endron, here for the special order.
Silver bullets? Who even uses that shit? Is she picking up some golden guns while she's at it?
You know what they say, the client is king, especially when the client's name is Endron.
What is this taking? Oh, so you're telling me I could have just took a vent behind them? Instead of walking out around the area.
Shipment's loaded. How are things on your end?
Don't do that right here. They could see me. I think you would have hit the elevator button before answering. Major Drainer. Oh, there's the boss.
Endron doesn't like waiting.
Well, paying, clearly. You're not getting anything until Endron is paid up. You can tell that to your President
villain.
Watkins in person.
I don't think you understand what's at stake here.
Oh, I understand that you've just been attacked and you're looking to hit back. I also understand that you need our ammunition to do that. And we've got that ammunition right downstairs, ready and waiting to go as soon as you've paid us. Sorry, Major, but business is business.
They kind of remind me of like Doom characters.
Then we'll attack Tarker's Mill without your help. And rest assured, Mr. Watkins will hear about this.
Tarker's Mill. Hey!
He just casually walks in there to Orlov.
You and I need to talk.
Who are you? How'd you get in?
I'm asking the questions. Who are you talking to? The woman! And what's this attack on Tarker's Mill?
So he's just enraged at any point and kill
Try
him?
it and it'll be the last thing you ever do.
Let's try not to kill him if we don't have to.
Who's the woman who wanted silver bullets?
Major Grainer? She works for Endron. Ever since they set up their sights at Tarker's Mill, they've been having problems with the local population.
Oh wait, this isn't the main villain
And if
guy.
someone comes to see me, it means they plan on solving their problems with raw firepower. Come on now. I'm
Kill
answered your
him?
question,
I can't.
but I'm a busy man. I've got things to do.
Guess I
Let's put a
can
stop
kill
to
him,
this
but I
little
would
farce.
prefer not to.
I advise you to stay put while I call my guard.
Because if I do that,
This
it's gonna
is your
put
one
everyone on
chance
high
to walk
alert.
out if you're alive, so I wouldn't waste it if I were you.
Terrorize him, threaten him.
You know what I do to
Terrorize him.
I shatter their legs, gouge out their fucking eyes. Funny thing is, once I've gutted them and wrapped their intestines
Sounds
around
good.
their
What do you
neck,
mean sounds good?
They still beg me to spare them. These blind, broken men believe that they might survive, right up until they draw their last breath.
I just don't want him to call the whole security on me and have to
What do
fight
you
a
even
bunch
want
of
from
people.
me? You obviously know what's happening at Tarker's Mill. Don't pretend that you don't have a network.
That's some dangerous information. You sure you want to know?
Talk.
Endron
well, it
purchased some
worked.
facilities at Tarker's Mill. And they're not there to create jobs, no. They plan to do the same thing they always do. Suck the land dry, even if it kills every living thing there in the process. And they'll kill anyone who stands in their way.
They can't just kill whoever they want. They've got money, but people would know. The media would spread it far and wide.
You really don't know what you're up against, do you? Endron is powerful. They can do whatever they want. No one will care about a few dead protesters.
What the heck?
History is written by the victors, after all.
Now,
Should have killed him. Oh.
Bollocks! Security! Alert!
Maybe I should have killed him. But we'll beat him up right now. I keep forgetting you don't fight with the triggers. I'm used to the triggers being like the attack buttons, not the actual buttons. Well, we killed them all anyway. But yeah, you kind of like fight with like square, X, and circle. I'm so used to it being the triggers by now. This game kind of reminds me of like a werewolf version of Doom, if anything. Okay, join with
Tarker's Mill. My old cairn. Adana. I have to go back.
Spirit points. Let's go ahead and use some. Probably something to upgrade the not human part, because we don't really use the human. Silver Purge. The Krynos can now partially heal silver wounds. That's actually really useful. But that takes 4 points. You know, we might just save up points for that, because that is something I'm gonna need. Yeah, I'm gonna just save my points. Let's go in wolf mode and sneak through.
Dusk.
What the fuck?
I hate that he keeps coming out of wolf mode.
A couple guards wanted to put a bullet in my head. Get the fuck back here already.
Sorry, but I didn't have a choice. Keep the engine running. We're out of here as soon as I get back.
Flasks. Hall will grow his rage each time he takes a sip on the flask. So apparently whiskey gives him his powers. Nice. That's definitely, well, I would say that's definitely a kid-friendly idea, but then again, this game has blood splattering everywhere, so pretty sure it's rated at least at T or something. Maybe M. Carrying too many crossbow bolts. Yeah, because I don't even use the crossbow. No one's trying to use a human form when you can play as a wolf and a werewolf.
The alarm went off in the boss's office.
Sabotage is press triangle to sabotage a reinforcement entry. Okay, so he destroyed the doors so they can't come in.
Until the situation's clear.
Okay, are they all gonna spread out or something? Reinforcement doors are all the way over there. This is like the first PS5 game to drop since the launch of the PS5. And then of course the next one's Little Nightmares, oh no, Neo 1 and 2 collection. Yeah, starting tomorrow we'll be streaming Neo 1 and 2 collection throughout the rest of the year. As well as starting next week, Little Nightmares 2 comes out. But this game and Little Nightmares 2 are only like 12 hours, so I'm sure we'll finish them very quickly. So it's mostly going to be Neo 1 and 2 collection. unless that Phoenix DLC 2 ends up dropping within this month. But definitely this, Neo 1 and 2, and Little Nightmares are going to be what we got planned.
Heads up! Let's do this thing!
Pretty sure I'm not. I was trying to take the stealth approach, but that didn't go too well. They're just blasting away at me with silver. Wait, I thought I closed these. Well, I wasn't expecting reinforcements, so it's kind of messed up. I keep getting all the buttons mixed up on this game. Like, it just has such a weird layout compared to other games. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That stealthy approach was the goal. But it's definitely not what just happened. But the way they got guards set up in this game is pretty difficult to not get caught. Because look, they're just in like one big old swarm. Like, how do you not run into them? I don't even think I could knock that guy down. What the heck? They saw me that easily? Go in there. What the heck? What are you doing? We don't want to werewolf up. Actually, I don't even think I have enough energy to enrage. Well, so much for stealth in this game. They definitely make it hard to use stealth in here. Like, they just got so many people bunched up together. That, like, every angle of the areas... Oh, that guy glitched into a wall. Every angle's, like, covered by people. Getting used to the werewolf controls, but only because I keep accidentally ruining every stealth part. So we're probably gonna stream for like a couple more minutes and then I'll end stream. Maybe I'll stream another part of it tomorrow, 9 AM. But definitely, since Neo 1 and 2 is coming out tomorrow, I'll be streaming that tomorrow night, not this. Maybe I'll stream both, but I kind of doubt it. It will most likely just be Neo 1 and 2. And then, of course, as I said, next week, Little Nightmares 2 comes out, and that's going to be priority for the month to beat that, even if we're not done with this game yet. we're gonna jump right into that. But I assume since it's only 12 hours, we'll be done with this by the time Little Nightmares 2 drops. And then, like I said, after Little Nightmares 2 drops, I don't think anything's coming out till April 1st, which is Outriders. So most likely we'll just be having Neo 1 and 2 between this and Little Nightmares and for the rest of the 2 months. Unless that Phoenix DLC drops. And then maybe Returnal next month. That's the only other game coming out before Outriders. But like I said, I'm not too sure if I want to play or stream that. In Persona 5 Strikers, I most likely won't stream just because I'm going to put so much time into it. But it is a big game. And I mean, there's always potential to at least stream the main story, but I just don't think that's going to happen. Just because I know I want to like dive super deep into that game and what it has to offer. It's going to take me quite some time to beat it. Especially because I'm going to be trying to level up all the characters and collect everything. But I see it's getting really good reviews when it released in Japan, so definitely going to be a good sequel to Persona 5. Which if you haven't played Persona 5, you definitely should play it. But just know that it is 90 hours, like minimum to beat. And Persona 5 Royal, which is like a remastered version of it with additional stuff. It's not canon, but it does add a whole nother like 30 hours to the game. And it's pretty good. Like none of the new characters introduced in it matter towards Strikers. Because, like I said, it's not really canon to the storyline. It's just like for fun, additional content.
Smoke that thing.
Oh, peace on me, of course.
Stay on your guard.
Huh?
At least we still somewhat remained in stealth this time. Like they know I'm here, but I didn't have to go werewolf on them. You know, I would prefer to keep it that way.
Make him hurt.
They're closing in on
There's
me.
an intruder in the area. Be careful. Keep your eyes open.
Oh, they all grouped up again. I always gotta do that. Don't alert them that I'm right here. What's your problem? Well, that's just me and you. There we go. It wasn't technically stealth to the point that it should have been, but we still managed to not have to go werewolf. Let's just say that was semi-stealth. Okay, in the truck we go. This game's pretty difficult to stand stealth.
Tarker's Mill.
Okay, so he's going back to the place he left 5 years ago, which is where we started the game. And his daughter's there.
Engine is already here. What do we do? Stop the truck.
Oh, he just kind of rolled out the back.
What's even down there?
My home. Dusk, stay out of this.
Wait! Call!
So did he just like meet Dusk at random during those 5 years? And that became his partner. Oh,
Rodko, they've cleared our northern line.
there's his brother.
We'll take care of the wounded later. We have to
Or
stop.
not his brother, his brother-in-law. Then he could go werewolf. So all these people joined the pack. Last time we saw it was just Rodko, the hacker chick, and Cahal's daughter. Because he accidentally killed one of them when he was enraged because they killed his Cahal's wife. But that's his brother-in-law, the wife's brother. Oh, and he has that eye patch because we're the ones that poked his eye out when we were enraged. But this guy's getting murdered by this chick. She's the one that just went to buy silver bullets. And if he's getting messed up, I'm not sure we stand a chance. Oh, we don't even get a fighter, it's just a cutscene?
You'll regret that.
No, maybe we do get a fighter.
Clever boy. Ultra, fall back!
Oh, she's running away. And they let her run away? Why didn't they kill her?
Tell me,
Can't kill
where's
Rodko.
Adana? Don't worry, Cahal. Your daughter didn't fight this battle.
Can she shapeshift? We never found out if she was human or werewolf.
How are your wounds?
Because he kind of
Riddled with
bandaged
silver.
her.
I'll take days to heal. But things would have been far worse if you hadn't stepped in.
I just did what I had to do. Nothing more.
I honestly never thought I'd see your face again. Why'd you come back, Cahal?
Talk about Adana.
I was worried about Adana. When I heard the cairn was being targeted, I had to come back for her. You know I couldn't stay. Not after what I did to Rafik.
Yeah, he accidentally killed Rafik out of
My
rage.
side. And what you had done could be forgiven. But no. You chose to abandon us. Me, the cairn, your daughter. Where is she, Rodko? With Ava.
Oh, Ava's the hacker chick.
Indran site in the Pacific Northwest. Best option available to us after the failure of our last mission.
What the heck? So they got Cahal's wife killed. He abandoned them for 5 years and they thought, hey, let's put Cahal's daughter to do the same mission that got the wife killed. That's kind of messed up.
Rodko, you let Adana infiltrate Endron? My fucking daughter? After what
Exactly.
happened with her
See
mother?
what he's saying?
Your daughter is the best undercover agent I have. We will not win our fight for Gaia without first bringing Indran down. And with your daughter on the inside, we're
You
closer
said the
than
same
ever.
thing about the wife and she
Not fight
died.
like we do. But she's every bit as strong.
I'm guessing she's a human, not a werewolf.
The work she's doing inside Indran is absolutely vital. More so after what their private fucking army just did to us. I'm afraid her work won't be able to stop Indran from retaliating against us. Not after our last mission.
Her last mission was 5 years ago.
Your last mission?
Unless they're talking about a
You
different
remember
one.
the old abandoned mine not far from here? Indran bought it and turned it into a training center for their new recruits. I launched an attack to wipe them out, but Tank Girl stopped us.
Tank Girl?
The woman you saw in the exo during the attack, she drove us back.
Tank Girl, it's called. I encountered her during
She
my
got
last
a nickname
mission.
already?
She was trying to buy silver bullets from an arms dealer.
Well,
That's where I
apparently
learned
she
she was
bought
planning an
silver
attack on
bullets.
the cairn.
Major Grainer. That's the name her men give her. But to us, she's Tank Girl.
I prefer Tank Girl.
And she leads Endron's troops with about as much grace. Their attack on the cairn was their first wave of revenge for our attack on the training center. We managed to repel them this time, but it's only a temporary victory. They might return at any moment. And Endron just keeps recruiting soldiers.
Then we've got to go back to the mine and destroy their training center. It's the only way to buy the cairn any sort of safety. No matter how brief.
Not necessarily. They could have just built another training center.
Not until I'm well again. Then we can strike.
You're gonna take years to heal up.
Tell me about Adana. How have you trained her?
Just as I promised you. I trained her to be a warrior. I taught her everything she needed to fight, to defend herself, so that we wouldn't see a repeat of what happened to Ludmilla.
Okay, question about choice.
Has she gone through her first change yet? Not yet. And despite all my training, she never showed much inclination toward the wild side of things. She preferred to spend her time with Ava, studying humans, technology, and infiltration.
To walk in Ludmilla's footsteps.
That's right.
She's trying to be like her
Though
mom.
It's not how I wanted to do things. It certainly paid off. She has proved to be an exceptional spy. Rest assured, though, Adana's just as much Garu as you or me. Her first change will come in time, no matter what path she chooses to take.
She obviously doesn't want to turn to a werewolf because her werewolf dad abandoned her, and she looked up to her human mom that's dead. So
tell me about Ava.
I see why she's trying to be human, not a werewolf.
Exile. She succeeded you as my lieutenant. She was ready and willing, but it was hardly a smooth transition. I was forced to make some concessions.
I can imagine. There are a lot of humans in the cairn. A lot more than when I was here.
Ava's lamb to mankind.
I'd heard about her group of activists. They're actually getting a lot of attention at the moment. Not sure if that's the best thing for the pack.
So they're just trying to get them
That's what
cut
I
out.
thought too. At first.
Making wisdom.
At first. So you've changed your mind about humans. That's a surprise.
A lot of things have changed in the past 5 years. Myself included. For the longest time, I never trusted humans.
I thought the wife
and
was
I saw
human.
how they fought.
But I guess if he's a werewolf,
how they stood
she was
strong for what they believed in.
technically a
I
werewolf.
saw
She
the
just couldn't
potential.
shift.
Even I had to admit that Ava was right. The humans have been
Wait, but
stalwart
Ava's
allies in our fight for Gaia. Now you've
She
seen
was helping them.
firsthand what Indran is doing to us. Our ranks grow thinner every year. Ava's humans aren't afraid to put their lives on the line for the planet. What more could I ask for?
Okay, that's all
Until
we
I'm
need to
healed,
know.
there's no way we can make a move on the training center.
No, you could make a move.
I'll take care of that goddamn training center myself. You know I can handle it on my own.
No. You're no longer a part of this pack. It's
That's
my
exactly why we don't have to
responsibility.
listen to him. 'Cause
And
he's
how
not
long
part
will
of
it
the
take for
pack.
you to get better? Days? Weeks? If they return, the cairn will fall.
That's what I was saying.
I'll think about it. Go pay your respects to your Fen and come back to me. Then we'll talk about the mine.
I don't think I could see a Fen. Reconnect with the cairn. So we just gotta talk to everyone that's in the pack.
They killed my son.
He's lost a lot of blood. I don't know if he'll make it
What?
through the night. Has
Oh,
anyone
that's
told his
not
wife
his
yet?
eye. That's his mask.
She's gone. She bled out just before they shot him.
Hello, people. Speak to the wolf. His son is dead. Wait. Oh, we can't use the crossbow. I kind of wanted to see what it does. But he just steals some booze for himself. Rodko. Medina has managed to get hired by Endron at the Tarker's Mill fracking site. As expected, her academic background allowed her to be selected by Endron. It should allow us to learn more about their biofuel project, but working with those isn't easy for her. I'll remain with her for a while to help her. I'll get back to you when I've got something new. Ava.
This is only a few months old.
So that means that the daughter's working for for Endron, who are the main villains. Rodko. We can't make any progress on the biofuel. Endron owns the exclusive patent, and its composition is held secret within the company. Nobody in Adena's team has any information on it. We'll have to go and get the data directly from the lab servers, but the place is under high security. Adena can't go there without the risk of her being detected, and I can't help her. We have to find a way of getting our hands on that data. We'll return to Cairn soon to talk to you about it.
This letter must have been sent just before the attack on the cairn.
What are they doing? Oh, there's another dead guy. I didn't even notice that. A gun. Why can't we take a gun instead of a crossbow?
Hello, Call.
Wait, is that... It sounded Dena. I thought it was her for a second. It looked like her. Or they just reused like the same assets. Entron favors DES encryption and the screening of its network. Impossible to attack them with our current methods. Humans have set up several networks of activists fighting against Entron. Creation of an activist movement mostly made up of humans and using their knowledge of infiltration and their physical capabilities of the Garu.
Old notes from Ava, before she created Lambda Mankind.
Lambda.
How many did you lose?
Cahal, I'm glad you're back.
I don't
and
even know you.
We lost a lot of good people today. We're lucky it wasn't worse.
But with half our survivors wounded, another attack would be the end of us.
Are these Garu or are they human? Because they definitely were not on the team 5 years ago. Greetings, Cahal. We are proud to hear that you become trusted second to the pack leader of the Tarkle Mill, Cairn. We count on you to demonstrate the valor of our tribe, the packs of the American continent, and to keep our traditions alive. Congratulations on the birth of your daughter. We are sure that she will become a Garu worthy to bear the name. Long days and pleasant nights. Your Fiannakin.
My Irish brethren. But that was a lifetime ago.
So he's Irish. Okay, we can't go that way. I want to explore what we can before going forward. Because it is giving like a lot of background on what's happening. Idy's diary. Or Addie's. Rodko came to talk to me. He's come around to seeing things my way. He spoke a lot about Mom and Dad too, but I left. I never want to hear about him again. I've gone back to school. I'm going to study biology and chemistry. Everything that makes up Gaia originates from there. Ava is very happy.
That was 2 years ago now.
Yeah, he kind of abandoned her for 5 years. I had an argument with Rodko. He didn't want to understand, but I never train with him again. It's over. Now Ava's teaching me. She shares all her computing knowledge with me. She teaches me lessons from Mom about infiltration techniques and her philosophy about the place that humans also have in our fight. Ava would like me to go back to school, and that's what I think I'll do.
Your mother would have been so proud.
A lot of the stories are hidden in these files. The training that Rodko is putting me through is too hard. It's torture up at dawn and then an hour's run with a bag of sand on my back, then strength exercises for 2 hours followed by another 3 hours of combat training. And at the slightest mistake, Rodko makes me start the exercise again. It's too hard. I don't want to do it anymore. The aim of his training is to create warriors, but there are ways to be part of the fight for Gaia. As Ava says, what counts today is information.
Millie used to say the same thing.
I've given up waiting for my dad to return. He'll never come back, that's for sure. Now he just abandoned me like he abandoned everyone. Here, Rodko continues to try and train me, but I'm not interested. Being a Garu doesn't interest me. I don't see myself as one. I don't want to be like them. I want to follow in the path of my mom, be an undercover agent like her.
Following in her mother's footsteps.
definitely pushed her towards that by abandoning her. But also just the fact that her mom died.
It's good to see your face again.
Oh, that's where the brother-in-law is. So I guess we just go here.
The cairn is in a bad way.
Is this Dusk?
Dusk, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to keep clear.
You really thought I'd leave you behind like that? You should know me better than that by now. Besides, looks like you need all the help you can get. And I really don't want to lose my front row tickets to the Cahal show.
You did that to help us.
Thanks, Dusk.
Okay, yeah, no. Thanks sounds real weird coming out of you. Put that shit away.
Well, if you really want to help.
I'll go look after the injured. I rang the Weatherstormers and asked them to lend us a hand, too. Don't worry about me. You just do what you gotta do.
So is he human? They really don't. Like, there should be a way to tell if someone's Garu or human. So what's the difference? I mean, he's dressed all weird, but nobody else dresses like that. So this. What is that? Spirit. Do you like connect with the earth by doing that? Is there anything here? No. Let's see what they gotta say.
Good to see you made it through okay.
Thanks in no small part to you. I'm glad you came back, Cahal.
Lambda Mankind really helped us out too. We're lucky to have them with us.
So were all these people here 5 years ago and they just weren't in that scene? Because they weren't part of the infiltration? Because they all seem to know Cahal, but I definitely did not see them before. Like, they just did not even exist in the beginning of the game. Taming the Wolf. Rodko, I haven't had much time to see you since Donna was born, and I don't want you to feel as though I've abandoned you, so I've taken some time to write to you. A lot has changed the last few months with my marriage to Cahal and the birth of Donna. And I know that your duties as pack leader take up a lot of your time, but I want you to know that I'm proud of what you are doing for the pack, for Tucker's Mill, and for our fight for Gaia's survival. If ever you want to talk about any of that, know that your little sister is always there for you. Ludmilla.
Donna was only a few days old when Ludmilla wrote this letter.
Magnus didn't even know how to fight.
Oh dang,
He was
a
a
lot of
spirit
people
healer,
died.
a caretaker of children.
Endrin doesn't show anyone mercy, and we won't either.
Dang, and they left the whole machine right there.
Keep an eye out. We may have pushed them back, but who knows what they're capable of. Rodko's counting on us. Ceres? But how? She was in the back, tending to the wounded.
It's all my fault. They had a sniper. I just couldn't take it.
So those get us spirit points whenever we connect with Gaia, the Earth. Let's not do that just
Killed
yet.
Leandra? But she was pregnant.
They knew it too.
What?
The fuckers laughed about it as they did it.
What about Xander, her husband?
He saw it happen, and they shot him right after.
That's pretty brutal. Garu Chronicles, Silver Fangs. Mostly from Russia, the Silver Fangs accord significant importance to the purity of their bloodline as well as to their ancestral traditions. Natural leaders, the Silver Fangs have for many years taken the role of chief in Western packs. However, since their bloodline has weakened, the Silver Fangs have withdrawn into themselves. Rare those who now cross the Ural Mountains to lead the fight for Gaia in the West. Despite the slow demise of their tribe, the Silver Fangs have kept their intrepid and heroic temperament, the final testimony to their golden age.
Bold and heroic. That's Rodko to a T.
So Rodko is a Silver Fang. We don't know if Cahal's a Silver Fang. Ludmilla, I've never been comfortable with words, but I need to talk to you. You've been gone for a few months now. Cahal left as well, just after you. He left the pack. I told him to stay. That his place was here. He didn't listen. He left Adana in my care. He thought he was dangerous for her. I'm trying to train your daughter to become the best Garu possible. I don't want to relive what happened the day when the damn Black Spiral Dancer took you away from us. It's my fault. You should never have gone on that mission. I'll never forgive myself. Rodko.
Rodko must have written this when he lost his sister.
Yeah, and then you abandoned them? Only making that situation worse. Oh, I thought that was another file. I said so much of the stories hidden inside files. At least the story of what happened in the last 5 years. I think we found everything. Oh, what the heck? What is that?
It has been many a year since I last felt your presence, warrior of Gaia.
It's been nearly as long since anyone called me.
Tree spirits now?
Your cairn needs you, and the wild has need of your protection. The Eater of Souls is fighting with all his might to take control of it. And he is winning. The corruption takes many forms, but the effects are always the same. You must help us fight back.
I know there's spirits in the game and like people were turning into wolves and werewolves, but I didn't think there was gonna be like actual like physical like earth spirits up in here.
Tarker's Mill looks nothing like it did when I left. Yet you still protected the forest with everything you had. Your strength, your aura. What happened to them?
As Gaia weakens, so too do I. The Englings, the Jaglings, the Gafflings, they all suffer in kind. The Eater of Souls tries to corrupt them.
But they're minor spirits.
They are every bit as important as you or I. But in my weakness, I must look on, powerless to act as they disappear. Which is why we need your help.
Okay,
you must help me to combat the worm, to protect the wild.
So there's a worm, the wild, and then something else. I forgot what the old lady said at the beginning.
I came back to find my daughter. Have you seen her?
Basically the earth, the werewolves, and the humans.
A dear friend, and always respectful of nature. You fear for her safety, then? She, too, is fighting for Gaia in her own way. But do not worry. You both walk the same path. You will find each other in time. To fight your battles, you will need power. Power I can provide by helping you develop your warrior gifts.
Thank you,
gonna do?
Ethan.
You
Is that
may
his little
find lost
spirit?
spirits
Oh yeah.
during your travels. Return them to me, and I will be able to strengthen your natural abilities.
So that's what those things in the plants we were finding are.
One last request before you depart. Many of your kin fell in combat. I would ask you to bury them. You will find their bodies both inside and around the cairn. Your penumbra vision will show you the way. Soothe their
I have to go find them and bury them?
Send them to me, so that they may travel to the wild without being captured by the worm.
I will if I can. But my priority is Endrin's training center.
Weaken the forces of the worm there, but never forget your brothers and sisters. Gaia needs you.
This thing's kinda creepy. These are the spirits of the fallen warriors. Okay, we're not gonna use our skill points until we get
changed his
4.
mind.
What is that? Oh, they have like little spirit things coming out
You
of them?
deserve to rest at last,
Those are
Max.
kinda creepy.
Go to Ethan. He's waiting.
Ah, Cahal. It's good to see you, old friend. Take care of the cairn.
Okay. So there's... Well, my camera's up in the way. I just don't like that they got stuff up on the left and the right side of the screen, because kind of puts... There's like no way to put the camera in a good placement. But apparently there's like 5 dead wolves that we need to send back to Ethan. Can you go find them? We've gone this way. Oh, there's one. Oh, don't run away from it.
The forest shrinks a little more each day.
Or is there anything on the right side? I feel like there's not. Okay, I feel like maybe this was better placement. Because stuff only popped up here like once. And on the left it keeps blocking all my objectives.
Ceres, Gaia thanks you for your sacrifice.
That's a big wolf.
Now go. Ethan is waiting for you.
Save the forest, Cahal. Drive out the worm.
Okay, there we go. Now we can see it. Oh, so that little spirit didn't even matter? I don't see any. Are there any down here? Oh, there's one.
The worm's influence grows even stronger.
Let's see. This is where I came from, so there shouldn't be any over here. I wonder if it gives us anything for finding the minor spirits. Or if they're just kind of there. What the heck? Is this an area we just didn't find earlier? It is.
How could they? Silver.
Kitamona.
That's what killed her.
Return to
They
Ethan.
had 3 snipers trained on her.
Cairn is safe.
She never had a chance.
Thank you, Cahal. Take care of those who remain.
Got no choice. I guess we didn't miss anything by not coming here earlier. Because there was no like reports there. Let's see. is this? I think I came in here already. Oh, yeah, I did. Any spirits? I guess those little like things we were finding in the plants are spirits that could upgrade us if we take them to Ethan. Oh, that's to go to the next mission. I'm not done spirit hunting right now. There needs to be a way to just hold this button down and keep the penumbra vision on, because I don't want to just keep tapping L1. Let's check this cave first. What was that one right there? Oh. Spirit points. I don't see the last spirits anywhere. I think I searched the whole area. Gotta be back there somewhere. That or this man's tripping and there's not 5 spirits. I see there's stuff on the other side of these vines. It's not like we could get there. Definitely not seeing these spirits he's talking about. The worm is part of the triad, the 3 forces that control the creation and the destruction of the universe. It was once the force of balance, but now runs amok. Where its purpose once was to destroy the old to make way for the new, it now heedlessly perverts and destroys all creations of the Triad and Gaia. Most Garu fight the manifestation of the worm tirelessly. However, one tribe has given into the inducements of the corrupter. One of the proudest of the Garu tribes, the White Howlers, abandoned their name and their valor to become the black spiral dancers, the wolves of the worm. So those are the werewolves that work for the evil guys. Like I said, I am not seeing a spirit. I think that man might be tripping on saying that there's 5 of them. I just haven't gone up there. I definitely didn't see any other ones down here. And this is like a side quest, so it shouldn't be taking this long. I don't know, we could go up here though, so maybe one of them might be up here. Or maybe there's nothing up here. Nice. Oh, there's a document. The Fianna natives of the island, the Fianna play as roles as bards and the guardians of traditions. As such, they are not just interested in their own history, but in the history of all the tribes. In some ways, the Fianna consider themselves to be the guardians of all the Garou culture. They glorify the war that all werewolves must fight, in their thirst for celebration, and recount without equal the legendary battles of the past.
Bards. Gotta be kidding.
So he's a Fianna, and the wife was a Silver Fang, but she couldn't turn to a werewolf because the spirits didn't give her that power to become a Garou. Okay, yeah, this man's definitely tripping on saying that there's 5 Garou spirits, because pretty sure I've checked every single inch of this area and there was no more Garou spirits. Let's see what he has to say. Ethan is lying to us. Unless he somehow tells us where the other ones are located. Back to basics, reset skills. Also, he just reset our skill points. Wait, what is that? Oh, that's Ethan. That's kind of creepy that he just appears like that. Oh, there's one right. Nope, that's not even one. That's a little spirit thingy. Nice. Where the heck are these? They gotta be somewhere. Is there just areas I haven't explored somehow? I'll just find areas I haven't been to. Because clearly I already checked all the areas that you can access it. Is there one up there? Okay, we read that. Haven't been up there though. It glitched up here. See if there's a spirit up there. Can't see up there. No, I definitely don't see a spirit up there. Okay, well, we might just have to give up on this because it is only a side mission. It's definitely a ridiculous one, but I assumed if we did it, he was gonna give us like something worth our time. But I mean, it's wasting a lot of time looking for them. Is it really worth our time if it takes like a whole hour just to find the spirits? They make them this difficult to find. He just said they were around the area. Does not look like they're anywhere. This man can't even climb ladders? What is the point of his existence? He might as well just be a werewolf. Or a wolf all the time. His human form cannot do anything. Okay, spirits, where are you? For the next mission. this point I'm just spamming L1 and spraying around trying to see if we can find any spirit at all. So they definitely do not seem to exist. Either that or there's just areas we can't go to until later in the game, which is going to be my assumption if we can't find any. And even if it's a wrong assumption, I'd rather just skip it if it's gonna take this long. Like, I would like to put them to rest, but it's just not happening. Yeah, there's definitely no other spirits around here. Man's tripping on something, cause I checked the entire map and I did not find a single spirit. Well, I mean, I didn't find like a single other spirit, cause I did find like 5 of them, but for some reason 2 of them were just little spirits that didn't count towards it. I guess cause they weren't main characters or something. Not too sure how that works. Looks like there's an area up there. I don't know if we could actually go up there. Nah, okay, I'm done looking. That's it. If those spirits aren't put to rest, then that sucks for them. They shouldn't have been hiding.
I went to see Fenn. He's gotten so weak. Please, Rotko, let me help you. Let me deal with this training center.
Why is it that you care now, Cahal? We were so easy to ignore when we went right in front of you. What? You want to be part of the pack again?
I want to help the pack. I want to protect Adana.
But you don't intend to rejoin us.
I've already given into rage and killed one of our kin, Rotko. I can't take the risk of doing it again.
You already know I disagree. Nonetheless, we are united by those we mourn. So I'll accept your help.
Okay. Find out more.
Tell me about Ava. How's she doing?
When you went into exile, she succeeded you as
my
my
lieutenant.
lieutenant.
This.
She was ready and willing. It was hardly a smooth transition.
I can.
Ava,
Wait, I feel like you already told us all this.
How so?
Even I had to. Ava.
Yeah, he already talked about all of that.
So what can you tell me about this so-called training center?
Ava managed to get a hold of the mine blueprints to help us prepare for our previous attack. The site's weak point is its power supply. They apparently haven't had the time to give it a proper upgrade. The whole thing is powered by one big propane tank, just like it was when it was a mine.
I see. So if I blow up the tank, the whole mine will cave in, taking the training center with it. Then we'll need explosives. You'll be happy to know I didn't come back empty-handed.
I'm aware. I met your new friend, Dusk, right? He gave me the explosives you two stole. We've still got a problem, though. You don't know the layout of the site, and I'm too injured to go with you. Huh. I don't like touching this stuff, but I suppose I'll use Ava's radio equipment to guide you.
What?
It should do the trick.
He's just like against
Perfect.
technology.
So we'll stay in radio contact.
Take the explosives and go. Good luck, Cahal.
Okay, guess we're destroying this training center.
Now,
Grab
Dusk, my
these.
friend, I owe you.
Gotta take them somewhere. Does the Sodus destroy those branches?
Go.
Oh, that's creepy.
And survive.
You do not need to do that. That was unnecessary. Just like randomly evil spirits. Oh yeah, look, they are out of the boundary.
Leandra, be at peace. I will protect the cairn. Go to Ethan.
Of course, I'll...
Good thing I stopped looking for
I'm
them.
glad I got to see you. One last time.
So we just need one more spirit, which might be this one.
Iron Wind, your struggle is over. Ethan is waiting for you.
Kahal, keep fighting. Protect the cairn for me.
Piece of spirits. Go back to Ethan again. I don't want to talk to that guy. He's creepy. That creepy tree spirit.
Thank you, Gahal, for returning your Garu kin to my side. Their souls are now at peace.
Probably gonna be ending stream
now
right
go,
now.
fight the worm and all who serve it.
Warrior of Gaia. It's like a secret tunnel. Was it just a shortcut?
They're currently recruiting at their training center.
Then, perhaps I need to enlist.
Oh wait, we're like legit next to their training center. I thought we were gonna have to like transport to another area. Oh, maybe I'll do this mission and then end stream. I thought it was gonna be a whole lot further. Not like right outside of their little habitat. Is there like a side vent? Something I could sneak in? So there's no way we're taking all those people out without alerting the entire facility. Homelit area. In some areas, Kahal can freely walk around undetected in his Hamid form. Okay, so I guess he can blend in. Okay, we got 4, which is what I was waiting for to get Silver Purge. What? Oh, we have to build up to it? That sucks. After healing, the Chronos will keep restoring extra health if it hits enemies. The healing will now blow enemies back. The Chronos now has additional health. Oh, now we gotta get 3 points in order to get that. Okay, so it's saying we should be able to just walk up in here.
Fortune. Tell me about it. I mean, pump-action rifles with holographic sights? Even the army doesn't have that shit yet.
Recruit me. Probably shouldn't bump into them.
You here to enlist?
Yes. Oh, so at any point we could just kill people? Instead of talking to them?
Or you've been having some trouble lately.
You hear correctly. We were attacked a few days ago. We pushed them back, but let's just say we're a little understaffed right now.
What's in this training program of yours anyway?
That's classified. But those who survive their training become real killing machines. With real thick wallets, too. What do you say? You interested?
Absolutely.
That's the spirit. Did you register on our website?
Nah, I prefer to do things in person.
Can't say I blame you. What's your name?
Cahal Philin.
Cahal.
He's gonna tell his real name.
Hell of a name. There you go. You're on the list.
But he didn't even write her name down or anything.
Go report to the instructor for testing. He's in the warehouse. Oh, and one last thing. Looking at you, it's pretty obvious you've done some time. Try not to mention that. The instructor hates its cons.
Obviously he's gonna assume that too, if you just assumed it.
This way. Control, I've got a candidate for you.
Like, he legit just told us we look like an ex-con, so why would the lieutenant not think the same thing?
Welcome. If you're looking to sign up, you have to talk to the instructor. Head over to that building in the courtyard.
Building, courtyard. They got silver. We can't destroy it. I think I'm just gonna try to aim for just doing the main story.
Found one of Endron's new
I
ads
think I
on
really
TV
want to
last
do all
night.
the side stuff.
They've even got a brand new slogan. Greener action serving the biosphere. Damn.
Probably like speedrun this game. Because I mean, the story's interesting, but I don't think I want to put too much time into it. I mostly want to play Neo 1 and 2 and Little Nightmares for these 2 months.
I'm here to be recruited.
You? How'd you make it through the physical without breaking a hip? All right, Gramps. Let me just find you on the list here.
Make up a name. His list contains my name.
I signed up at the entrance. Cahal Philin.
Ah, right. Here you are. Now let's get down to business. You ready for the interview?
Oh, so you have to get the correct answers to get through here without having to enrage and fight people. Threaten him? Why did you threaten him?
I'm ready.
Let's start with a technical question then. Our assault troops are equipped with a new type of pump-action rifle. What kind of sight is it equipped with?
It was holographic.
A holographic sight.
That's right. Let's talk Endron now.
He got so
the
happy
company
that
has an
we cut
internal
that right
motto
there.
for those in the know. Can you tell me what it is?
Rather pay the fine than follow the laws. A greener today for a better tomorrow. Greener action that serves the biosphere. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Greener action serving the biosphere.
Look around you, dumbass. Do you think Endron gives a shit about going green? That's just the swill we serve the masses. Okay, enough of this paper-pushing bullshit. I know a combat vet when I see one. Welcome to Endron's training program. Head over to the waiting room. Someone will come get you new recruits in a few minutes.
Understood.
Dang, so if we get 4 strikes, he gets enraged? Yeah, where are we supposed to
So you
go?
managed to get through their test.
Like
just
I said,
that.
we're just trying to
Done.
beat the main
Wanna make
story
you
at
wait?
this point.
We don't have time for that. You should see a command post overlooking the waiting room. It'll have a computer inside and a service door leading into the mine. That computer will allow you to open the service door and cut communications with the lower floor. And the people here won't know what's going on in the training center.
Besides the fact that he's talking out an earpiece. They really just recruit like that? Just on the spot like nothing? I kind of question why they had the lift turned off and all that. If they're obviously using it. I guess the only downside to not doing all the side stuff is that we'll have less spirit points, but I mean, as long as we're able to beat the main storyline without having to do side things, then that's fine. I'm just trying to finish it in the 20 hours, not prolong the game too long.
Let's see what's happening.
Oh dang, I guess we gotta be hiding at this point. not trying to fight anyone. But I ended up getting caught by everybody. I keep forgetting you don't fight with the buttons on the top. Like the controls are just weird every time I go back to them. Why is he aiming over there? Oh. I don't think I'm too big of a fan of this werewolf combat system. I like the whole stealth with the regular. That's pretty cool. Werewolf is just kind of frustrating. I think it's a decent game. It's not like an amazing, oh well, gotta play it kind of game, but we're definitely gonna finish it because we already started it. But overall, I see why it got like mixed reviews because it's just like a random kind of game. Like the story's kind of got weird things mixed up in it and all. Like I said, it's pretty cool of an idea. It's just, I don't know that I would recommend it unless you get it like discounted or something. It's like a, I want to say one of those like 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, somewhere around there. But like I said, we started it, so might as well finish it. Make it worth the money. But definitely I'm going to be focusing more on Neo 1 and 2 and Little Nightmares 2. Especially Little Nightmares 2. I might just beat that without taking any Neo breaks in between it. But this one I might take breaks for Neo because that is also another game I was looking forward to. But Little Nightmares 2 being on the top of the list for these 2 months. Maybe we might add Returnal, and maybe a Phoenix Immortal Rising DLC might drop. But if neither of those happen, then maybe Persona 5 Strikers. Or else it's just gonna mostly be Neo 1 and 2 and Little Nightmares. Because we're probably gonna like just speedrun the rest of this game. Like I said, it's a decent game. It's just, I don't know. It's not really what I was expecting too much. But at least it's like alright to play. Like it's not boring or anything, it's just not that amazing. It's just like a 5 out of 10. Like an alright game, but not spectacular, crazy game.
Heighten your reflexes, increase your pain tolerance, make you stronger than ever.
Did they see me do that?
What the hell? What?
Oh, looks like they definitely saw me. Let's do a little semi-stealth thing where I technically run around and not stealth anyone. Oh, or at least that was the goal, because I don't want to be werewolf form. Like, I thought the werewolf form was gonna be a lot funner than this. Like, the werewolf is what's killing it for me, is because it's just like weird buttons to attack with. Like, the werewolf isn't as fun to play as the wolf. And you would think the werewolf would be fun to play as, but if anything, the werewolf's the thing that's kind of killing the game. And we just slaughtered all those new recruits right now.
I see the tank.
You're going to have to cut through the medical sector to get there.
Where's the tank? What? What do you mean you see? Oh, that tank. Okay. I thought you meant like an army tank. I was about to say, I don't see one of those.
They're injecting something into their recruits.
We're aware. Endron's soldiers reek of the worm. We've been trying for weeks to figure out just what's in that serum of theirs.
They're gonna start transforming into monsters. That's what I at least assume. Oh, people are dying up in there. Yeah, like it has a pretty strange storyline.
2 months for most of them. Less for the ones who react well to the serum.
Excellent. I'll communicate that to Major Grainer when she returns.
Did someone really see that? Who saw that? I understand if they see right there because I was in the middle.
What the? Loose wolf on the premises.
You did not see a loose wolf on the premises.
Heads up. Looks like we got company.
Walking in the right direction. Oh, there goes werewolf form. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid using the werewolf as much as possible, but it's definitely not working out with how they have the guard set up. I mean, it guesses through these sections faster, but it's definitely not what I was aiming for. I was trying to just run past everyone.
So the injections have something to do with the worm.
We think so, but we can't prove it yet. That's one of the things Ava and Adana are investigating.
Figured there was a... Wait, is there something I have to turn off? No. It's like all the way over there. Yeah, I don't think I really want to read much of those.
There's silver here. Lots of it. The smell's overwhelming.
It must be in their armory. The propane tank's downstairs from you.
Alright. Well, let's not chill in their armory full of silver bullets where they could attack us with them. Ah, here comes a werewolf, huh? Oh no, one of these.
Alert! All personnel.
The security of this installation has been compromised.
I forgot when you're in like a boss battle, you start out without the... And I keep forgetting the attack buttons. That they're not the triggers, which keeps throwing me off. And if anything, that's the thing that's ruining the werewolf is attack layout. Because it's weird that you grab and execute with the triggers, but you don't like fight using them. It's kind of easy to get thrown off.
I hate exos. I made it to the propane tank, but there's a soldier guarding it. He's more monster than man, though. Just muscles stacked on muscles.
That's just, he's literally describing himself. I just shoot him in the head. There's no way I'm not fighting them as a werewolf right there. They pretty much set it up to be like that. It's like they're all just like watching from the same
Security's
direction.
detected an intruder, but he's not going anywhere now that we've got the site locked down. Stay on your guard and put a bullet.
We could at least limit how much people we have to fight. At least that's the goal. He did not see that. He's not even facing in this direction. Get rid of all these people. Where is this all connected? Is there not a way to turn on the security cameras? Yeah, there's like no way to take them all down. It's like that man staring right there in the middle. It's definitely gonna see us. Especially if we step in that area. I know, see? There was no way to sneak up on this. I keep forgetting to attack them every single time. Like I said, that's completely throwing the game off. They have the attack button. Such a weird way. That's what's making me not enjoy this werewolf. Weird attacks.
There we go. The explosives are in place.
I hate that he has to walk slow every time he does that. There's no need for that. You should be able to talk without having to change to human form. And speak on the earpiece. Like however you get to use that crossbow. Of course it caught me. Well, they all ran right past me, so did they really see me? Donated 25. What? GS extras. Did you really just donate $25? I think we're at the end of this mission. Oh no, we're not, apparently. Oh wait, that was to turn off all the security? We already kinda killed everybody. I don't think at this point security matters.
You should see air vents running along the top of the walls in some rooms. When the ventilation system isn't running, those ducts will lead you straight outside.
Search the warehouse. If you find the intruder, don't try to play hero. Give the alert immediately.
Oh, they might have all seen me run past them. I'm kinda stuck right here, nice. We can speedrun the game apparently. We just gotta make sure we don't get seen.
What's the latest on the program?
The flamethrower exos have just cleared testing. Just got the green light for
jump over this.
Good. Keep it up.
Oh, we can just bypass whole areas or not. Does it just not want me to bypass it? So it's gonna find some way to stop me. It's gonna make me go all the way up there. We waited. Escape this area. Just the security set up in such a weird way that they're always like bunched up together. Wait, that thing had a guy in it? Are you serious? I thought it was just like a machine on its own. Game. Just like button mash your way through the enemies. Okay, so I still cannot go through that door. If I could have, I wouldn't have had to do any of that. So did I like miss a switch or something? Not understanding why that door is locked. Oh, I had to sneak into this door first. It's kind of too late for that.
I'm almost at the control room.
Oh, you don't need it.
Cutting the ventilation won't go unnoticed.
What if I go unnoticed? Wait, they're really just gonna be staring at the control panel like that? Yeah, at least get rid of them. Of course. They make it mandatory to fight people. Big guys.
Ventilation system's down.
Well, obviously at this point. Okay, we got 4. There we go. That's the skill I was looking for. Those were about the only 3 skills I needed to probably upgrade this whole game.
Ava's just arrived back at the cairn and brought your daughter with her.
Hidana.
Hidana's back. Yeah, we're probably gonna try to speed run all these missions. But I'm gonna end stream right now, and then I'll most likely be back tomorrow night with Neo 1 and 2 collection. Let's go ahead and see whatever cutscenes are left.
I imagine you'd like to see your daughter before anything else. She'll be in Ava's quarters, I'm sure.
Wait, it really just showed it like blow up like nothing? We didn't actually get like a full-on scene or something? Why is that door locked? Guessing everyone's just dead or gone or something like that. I find it kind of weird how the wolves are stationed like right next door to the villains all the time and they just do not happen to see them.
Nobody here, but our computer's on.
Cahal!
There we go.
You know I hate it when people mess with my stuff.
That's an impressive
Just
amount of
it's
equipment.
the same
It's the
exact
bare
way.
minimum for leading a handful of activists against a megacorp like Endrin.
Haven't changed much, have you? Aside from a couple of new lines on your face.
Thanks, asshole. You know, I always knew you'd come back. It was just a matter of when.
This isn't quite the reunion I had in mind.
But it's a happy one.
Spirit looked weird.
I heard about your handiwork at the mine.
Adana.
Oh, there's his
Cahal?
daughter. She's the only one that looks
You
different.
must have a lot to talk about. I'll go check on the solar panels. Catch you later.
Adana, how are you doing? You've grown.
It's not worth trying to rebuild that bridge now, Cahal. Not after abandoning me for 5 years.
I'm sorry, Adana.
Where do you think an apology is going to get you? You know, it was hard enough to get over Mom's death, but dealing with the fact that you chose to leave me behind when I needed you most,
That's what I was
that
saying.
left a scar. You were so focused on doing what you thought was right, that you never thought about what it might do to me.
Your anger's justified.
I don't blame you if you hold it against me. But I still stand by my choice. I spent those 5 years finding my way back to the man I was. Even if you were with me, I wouldn't have been me. And you'd have been just as alone. I was in no state to look after you. I couldn't have been the father you needed. I wasn't.
Stop, Cahal. I'm really not in the mood to hear you rewrite our family history. Endrin just carved a bloody wound into my cairn. They killed my friends. Right now, all I care about is tearing Endrin apart.
Rodko told me you and Ava were undercover at Endrin during the attack.
That's right. I managed to infiltrate the fracking site. They just upped my security clearance, too. I've got access to their protected data. This is the best chance we've ever had at taking Endrin down. We sink them from the inside.
Shouldn't realize danger.
You've seen how bloodthirsty Endrin...
They're not the first. And they're not about... And if we run, how will we honor their memory?
Secure?
Endrin has full confidence in me. Hell, as long as I stay their golden girl, there's no way they'd imagine I'm connected to those.
Endrin's built a...
It was a rush job. It's a danger to nature and the spirits alike. It hurts my heart to work there.
How was it with Rodko?
Honestly, it was hard at first. Rodko, we obsessed over my fur. But as we trained, I started...
Are you scared?
Fuck no. I just don't want to be a Garu. Mom wasn't a Garu, and she was one of the best fighters. I think that's why I drifted toward Ava and her way of doing things.
I was able to talk with him earlier.
It took him some time to come around, but he finally realized that Ava's now. He's got no problem with the idea of working with humans. Or my choice.
You really do take after your mother.
I miss her too, Cahal.
She would have been proud of you.
If you say so.
I'm proud of you, too.
That's nice of you to say no, but I know you didn't want me to follow her path.
I don't know about that. I can't blame you for following your mother.
She sacrificed herself for Gaia. Anyway, Ava and I will keep working at
Sink Endrin from the inside.
A while back, Ava, Rodko, and I discovered that...
Yeah, I saw it myself when I was in their training.
There's more to it than that. When I first joined Endrin, but while I was analyzing the formula for the biofuel, I noticed an encrypted molecule within it. That same molecule is in the substance they're injecting their troops with.
The
Earthblood
Protocol. That's what this game's about. The Earthblood Protocol.
I don't like that they're using it in both their...
Once we figure out what that mystery molecule really is, then we'll leak that info to everyone who'll listen. Lock the button, hopefully, put the final nail in Endrin's coffin. That's why we came back. We wanted to tell Rodko how we were...
Yeah, I read Ava's... How can I help?
If you want to help, go meet with Ava. She and Rodko...
Alright, I'll go check in with her and then have a talk.
Buy our solar panels. If you've got any other questions...
So that's his whole meeting with his daughter.
Old notes from Ava. Before she created
just
land of mankind.
Nice. Let's go speed talk to Ava.
How you doing, big guy? Oh, from the look on your face...
She's still angry at me for leaving.
Can you blame her? Shit, being a teenager's bad enough, but Ludmilla's... But you did what you had to. You had to get away.
That's what I tried to tell.
I've been telling her that for years. But you're back now.
Adana told me about your mission to infiltrate the fracking site.
Yeah, about that. We're currently at a roadblock.
So she said.
Our only way to get our hands on that data is to take it directly from the server in their lab. But even Adana couldn't get in there without being caught. And I don't think I could create a big enough distraction to draw their security's eyes away.
What's Rodko think about you two going undercover?
As you might imagine, he was a little resistant at first.
Sounds like you've got some...
We want to draw security's attention, but that's not happening until we can get into... The site is protected by an electric fence and a myriad of cameras. All of now, if someone could get into the dam and connect me to their...
Allowing you to cut the power to their defense.
Exactly. We can...
Okay. I'll go talk to Rodko.
Thanks, Cahal. It's good to have you back.
Don't worry.
So, any news on the group that was supposed to launch the attack?
We don't need all the side dialogue either. Like, we could pretty much just skim through most of the dialogue in this game. Because the general idea is they work for Gaia and they're trying to protect the Earth. While the bad guys are using the worm, which is destruction, to pretty much destroy the Earth. And then there's like some type of spirits just in between the whole storyline.
As you might imagine,
between the attack on the cairn and your sudden return,
Ava said the same thing. Speaking of Ava and Adana,
to bring Endrin down from the inside, we managed to chase Endrin from this region. So we follow Ava and Adana's plan. We'll attack the... I want you to lead the incursion. You coordinate with Ava and...
Ava gave me the rundown. But if I set off a single...
I know. One sign something's amiss. Tank Girl will be at the... So while you're sneaking through the inside of the dam, I'll be creating... And even if someone does raise the alarm at the dam...
Good. You can...
Excellent. We'll have Declan meet you near the dam.
Declan.
He's got the relays you'll place...
Okay. We're probably gonna end.
There's still a long way to go. But life's picking up again in the cairn. Ludmilla, I hope you can see this, wherever you are.
Once we get to Declan, we'll probably end the stream.
I just can't get my head around the fact that we just buried Iron Man.
Fed's strength will not last forever. He needs your help.
The spirit thing, they're so creepy though. this? Oh, is your friend? One of those little creepy eye thingies.
Did you hear about those activists hiding out in the woods?
Is this not where we just were? Or do all the facilities just kind of look the same?
Hey, Cahal.
You must be Declan. You with
That's right. Abe's told me all about you.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, got him right here. Need anything else?
I should be good.
Before you go, we've identified a key player working at the dam. We think she's got her name's Victoria Vokes. We need you to question her.
Keeping the cairn safe is my top priority here.
Thanks. Good luck, Cahal.
I guess talking to some of the people helps because it unlocks dialogue that would be locked otherwise. But that seems to mostly only matter when you're in like enemy territories, because outside of them it doesn't really seem to affect much. It's just like extra background. But yeah, like I said, we're probably gonna just finish this game up super fast, but because I mostly want to focus on Neo 1 and 2 and Little Nightmares 3. Eventually maybe Persona Strikers or Returnal. Otherwise, next big stream will be Outriders on April 1st. But in between that will be Little Nightmares 2, which is one of the main games I've been looking forward to play on PS5. And then Neo 1 and 2 Collection, which will spread across the entire year probably. It's gonna take forever to beat that game. And the Phoenix DLC, if the second one decides to drop within this month or next month. But yeah, otherwise it's mostly gonna be Neo 1 and 2 and Little Nightmares 2. And then the possibilities are Persona Strikers, Phoenix DLC 2, or Returnal. Well, those ones aren't for sure. It's just for sure Neo and Little Nightmares. And then obviously the rest of this game, but we're gonna kind of speed run the rest of the game because it's like a decent game, but it's not like an amazing must play type of game. It's one you kind of just play if you get it discounted or something. But probably just gonna run up in there and stream.
I've ID'd the civilians taking readings of the nearby riverbanks. Should I warn the commander?
No, they're working for us. Nothing to worry about for now.
Yeah, I don't even see what to do here. I'll probably just end stream right here.
Something's up over there.
So I don't even know how I would go forward at this point. Especially with these people like ridiculously looking in every single direction. Walk right here.
Take it out. Weapons ready.
Yep, we're locked. There was no way to even get past this here. Alright, we're ending stream right here. And we'll just do this mission next time I stream this game. But like I said, tomorrow I'm going to be doing Neo 1 and 2 collection, starting it up. I'm not too sure how often I'm going to stream this game, but I do want to finish it just because we did start it already. So, I mean, why not finish the storyline, see if it gets more interesting. But otherwise, like I said, it's not a must play. It's definitely something you get if you could get it discounted. But like I said, starting tomorrow, Neo 1 and 2 collection, starting next Wednesday, Little Nightmares 2, and then possibly Persona 5 Strikers, and if it drops, the Immortal Phoenix Rising DLC 2, and also possibly Returnal when that drops in the middle of next month. But otherwise, those are the plans. Hopefully see you guys in Neo 1 and 2 collection and Little Nightmares 2, as well as the rest of this game. But otherwise, thank you for tuning into the stream, and hopefully you guys look into this game. But like I said, if you don't, it's understandable. Definitely wait for it to be discounted, if anything, unless you're really interested in the story, which, I mean, it has a decent storyline. So it's definitely worth finishing. But otherwise, thank you for tuning in.